Today in CS2 a new update has been released, which adds absolutely nothing, but today we're going to talk about something else, namely the new competitor to CS2 in the form of a new mode for Fortnite called Ballistic. We'll also discuss the removal of the Vertigo map, which is still the least popular map, and how bad things have gotten with it, as I'll explain today. Donk's ace, which became so legendary that the developers took notice, and we might even get a new graffiti as a result. Of course, we also have the Pick'em challenge for the playoff stage and much more. This video is going to be interesting, so let's get right into it. So I've caught a cold, so sorry for my voice in this video. Let's start with the change log, which, well, doesn't really exist. The update that was released today and what we got in it were new localization lines for the Pick'em challenge for the Major, as well as the ability to predict the playoff stage in the Pick'em challenge. I'll talk more about this later, and a new with the SV tag, and that's it for the update. Now let's move on to the more interesting stuff. Let's start with Donk's ace. It's on your screen right now, and this moment was so legendary that Litify created a special visualization for it. The video with this ace and the visualization was shared by the official Counter-Strike 2 Twitter account. Since the developers have already acknowledged this moment, there's a good chance that we'll get a graffiti similar to the ones we've seen throughout CSGO history, like the ones on Overpass, Cache or Dust 2, all of which were from tournaments. As for how the moment of Donk's ace looked from the enemy's perspective, let's just say some players didn't have much time to react, except for this one part where unfortunately the aim let him down and the Donk got the ace. Now from those beautiful moments let's move to something sad, or for some maybe happy. The CS2 news account reports that during the Shanghai Major, which isn't even over yet since the playoff stage is coming up, a total of 108 maps were played, but Vertigo was chosen only 9 times, less than 10%. It seems like a Vertigo's time has long passed, especially after the Vertigo update that changed the balance, and now people just don't like it anymore. Also, since teams like Mongols, FaZe, G2 and Liquid have been banning Vertigo, we probably won't see it in the first part of the playoffs. There was also a post on Twitter about Vertigo where a player suggested a new strategy with a smoke called Smoke Dome, where the smoke lands on top. From that position you can see everything behind the cement on Vertigo, but if someone throws a Molotov to force you out of that position, the Molotov stops burning. Why am I showing this? Well, despite Vertigo likely being removed, the developers actually responded to this Smoke Dome post on Twitter, suggesting that maybe Vertigo will indeed be removed. A recent clip became popular among the Chinese community where a headshot from a deagle at point-blank range didn't register. The reason was that a HE grenade was flying through the air at that exact moment and the player shot at the grenade. This is probably one of the rarest moments in CS2 so far. If you haven't forgotten, there's still the Armory operation going on in CS2, where we have a limited edition deagle that we can get by earning stars in the pass. The catch is that there's only about a month left, or 35 days, before it gets rotated out. Most likely we'll get another limited item instead, which could mean a big update in 35 days. It's unlikely they'll just replace the deagle, but knowing Valve, they might just extend the limited time availability of this item. Now let's talk about Pick'em. As someone with a silver coin, I really don't feel like predicting anything further. I like my silver coin because I love it, not because I'm bad at making predictions. However, I did make my Pick'em predictions, so I guess some of you might be curious to see what I picked, although if I were you, I wouldn't follow my lead. Anyway, here's my Pick'em: GI2 at the end with Team Spirit and G2 in the playoffs, and then Mongols, Team Spirit, G2 and Vitality for the top spots. By the way, if you've already earned your gold coin, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll just do this. I'm not making predictions, so I get to keep my silver coin. Here are a few more Pick'em examples from well-known figures: Styko's playoff predictions, Overdrive's, Rachel's, YouTuber Nart out, here's Seized's, Pimp's and Anker's predictions. And finally Tower CS, who has Vitality in the finals, while everyone except Tower CS and the Styko have either G2 or Team Spirit in the final. As I said, the gold coin looks pretty bad and the diamond coin looks even worse, so personally I'll stick with my silver coin. Next up, tickets are now on sale for the PGL Astana 2025 tournament. I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. I have to talk about it since I'm from Kazakhstan. Ticket prices range from $40 to $160, which translates to about 20,000 to 80,000 tenge. The tournament will be held at the Beres Arena in Astana, and it's the first tournament of this scale in the CIS. And especially in Kazakhstan, it's definitely worth seeing such a tournament live. Finally, let's talk about the main new competitor to Counter-Strike 2, which is Fortnite's new mode called Ballistic. As I understand it, this will be a new mode within Fortnite where you'll be able to shoot from a first-person perspective. Basically, it's going to be a full-fledged FPS shooter similar to CS2, but with John Wick skins in Nike sneakers and all that. We've already seen some screenshots of the map which will feature bomb sites, so it looks like you'll be able to plant bombs and do other FPS related stuff. There will also be various weapons, much like in CS2, as well as flashbangs and smokes. It's unlikely to be an exact copy of CS2 in terms of gameplay, but the game will likely add its own unique twist. We'll see what comes of it. That's all for now. I'm Ravil, thanks for watching this video to the end. Good luck, goodbye, and see you in the next damn video.